Greetings, I'm Laz.
And I'm Scandal.
And let's watch a child together.
Yes.
Woo! All right.
Apparently, this is a thing to be excited about. A child we do not know and
Check
we have
out-
been extremely invasive with.
And that we have very, very little, actual,
Skill.
explicit, connection to, or
Yes.
introduction to, and connection with. There's very few established expectations. How about that one?
It's one of those things going, all
You mean
children are
check
not
out-
uniform.
Check out the unfinished Memorial Garden.
This garden doesn't have anything in it.
We're memorializing weeds.
It's fine.
Well, that's why I'm working on it today. Oh, come on. I wanted to memorialize. I thought it was good.
God damn it, I thought that was great.
That's why I'm working on it today. I know it doesn't look like much, but this garden is going to be all about my Aunt Mary. Yeah, and I have all these monuments to her that are somewhere else off screen, and we're going to set them up. It'll be great.
The one who died?
Yeah, there's already a memorial to her that her husband made her, in the other garden where his art studio is. It's really pretty.
I love how fast the little mouth is running on the computer model going,
I know.
Nom, 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 nom,
Mama,
like chewing.
It's
All
right. Yeah, she was an old lady and she had a really long life.
Why are you being so fucking you're speaking to her like she's an idiot.
Yep, she was an old
You're
lady.
speaking to her.
And she had a really long life. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to honor here. All the cool stuff she did. Really long life doesn't mean super cool stuff. But Dog is freaking out about something.
I mean,
that sounds like you're talking down to her, going, she was
like I said,
an old lady.
I apologize. It's probably a little bit ableist of me to use that particular language, but I'm just I don't know how else to do it. But she is treating her. I mean, she's 10 years old.
She's
So
talking.
you guys
down to
don't
her
know. 10-year people who are 10 are they can form full sentences. They can understand a lot of things.
So for the most part,
my god.
It's the are you smarter than a fourth grader? That's your 10-year-olds.
Uh-huh.
Okay? And the thing is you don't need to go, she was an old lady and she had a really long life. There are some people that do not have any concept of how mature kids can be. And I've known some of them when I was a kid and stuff where they come out to me and they're like, oh honey, do you know how to do your times tables? And I'm like,
oh my god.
I'm 12. We don't even do times tables anymore. You use them in other things.
Right?
It's just, anyway, it feels derogatory.
I mean, honestly, though, if Lily wants to be derogatory, that's fine. But I feel like every single time Lily with Karen is always like, no, she's right, though. She's trying to be gentle. She's trying to be soft, and it will help Karen.
On the other hand, for me, it just feels it feels very much like she's just kind of, again, she's just unaware, which would work really well for her character because she doesn't seem to know anything about kids. But Karen responding to her super positively every time feels weird.
Yes. What kind of stuff?
And it's almost like she's trying to be helpful. Okay, Lily, have your process.
It's all right, man.
Help me pick some weeds, and we'll put them in a vase. Oh, and I'll tell you about it. How about pull some weeds, remove some weeds?
Yeah, why not?
Pick some weeds. That's pick some flowers, pick the border.
How about we murder some weeds?
How about we just, slaughter the weeds? Oh, it's violently. You add violently to anything. She violently pulled the weeds.
Yes.
Lily violently cleaned the garden. Lily violently, tilled the land.
I'm also we really are just going to go through this step by step by step. We've had a lot of limitations recently. This is very frustrating.
All right. You just grab the weeds by the base of the stem and try to pull the roots out. Please wear gloves because a lot of these are really sharp, and those purple ones, those are thistles. They have a lot of thorns.
Oh, God, yeah. Ow!
Like this. With magically just starts shooping them out of the ground.
Karen.
What?
How come?
Because I don't want them growing here, and because you should learn magic too, because it's super convenient, and because I need you to engage in what I'm doing, because as an adult, I don't feel secure that I am doing the babysitting properly unless you are interested in doing what I'm doing too.
So I appreciate that you wanted to take it like that, but I really took it as basically her talking to her, again, like she's about 3 to 4 years old.
Pull the reeds out from the base and just try and get
the
the whole root.
And then also going Karen going, how come is a very childish comeback thing. How come?
I don't know what libraries are. Why do you have to get the roots? Why do you do that with weeds?
I'm like, that's
why
silly.
are you even pulling weeds? Because I'm joining you in with me because that's what good caretakers do when they want to remove your autonomy and make sure we sound like a team together so you're on my side because we hate them and that's the only way to make them stop growing. I have hated so many babysitters in my life. Oh my God. So I don't want to even talk about how much my kid experience was me being frustrated with the adults and stuff over me, but also just feeling really lost and really unseen all the time. All the time. But also this really strong experience of going, I am the older kid who is a babysitter kind of thing, and then watching letting other people babysit,
Right.
and going, you are so condescending to these kids, you treat them worse than puppies.
Yes.
Like, you treat them like weird, inconvenient objects, and there's so much of like, I will put my hands on my knees and lean down to you who's 9 years old or 7 years old and be like, honey, we're gonna make mac and cheese, so come on into the kitchen and help me, okay? And it's that is the language I am used to of the condescending childcare worker.
Yes.
And I'm not saying everyone who uses it is condescending, but what it really is to me, it is very unfamiliar, uncomfortable language with a child. It's not a, hey, you want to go do this thing, like you're familiar with them and close to them.
Right.
Or, come on, honey, let's go do such and such. It's a deliberate language of, we're going to go do this, the way you tell a classroom of kids, and then tell them
It's
why.
also really common in management, actually, even with adults, and it's very fucking
It
frustrating.
feels extremely condescending.
like,
Anyway,
whoa.
because we hate them, and that's the only way to make them stop growing. The only way.
So, what kind of stuff did your aunt do?
I repeat. Well, she didn't pull weeds, I guess. She flew all over the world and did the most amazing things. Climbed mountains and explored jungles, posed nude for her husband. Oh, got in a second assignation after she was a widow. Oh, wrote a bunch of novels.
Loads of
things.
stuff.
Stuff.
Whoa. Actually, I want to go all over the world, too.
That sounds cool.
That would be badass, actually.
Maybe we could put a telescope in your treehouse.
Dad says I have to be tall enough to ride the roller coaster first, though.
Before you can go all over the world?
What?
You can fly in planes at any height, my dear. That seems fair.
What?
You'd be tall enough to ride a roller coaster before you could travel all over the world.
What?
What?
I'm also like, Karen doesn't seem to be... I hate to tell you it. People who have designed this character, she is not that short.
She's actually not. She's pretty
actually-
close to Lily's height. So Lily can't travel all over the world either, like if she were a couple inches short. You must be this tall. All right, Karen, get like 1-inch platforms. You're good to go. Ta-da! Poof! Whoa.
Wow.
And we healed the grass. That's all the weeds. Just vanishes, all of them that you've picked up and laid on the ground and everything like that.
the grass
Karen,
is
it's
still
fine.
there, my dear. Are you going to lay out more soil and do what with it?
Or just grow in more different grass. Now we lay out the soil
God,
over
I
top of this
hate
grass. It will grow up
Performative
through
gardens.
the
Performative
oil.
gardens are so goddamn annoying. Like
that grass will grow up through the soil. It really will. If you don't put down weed barrier, everything under it is going to grow up through it. Especially, that's a really short little wall there. You can't fit a whole lot of soil without going up over that edge.
So we just dump a whole bunch of dirt here.
Yeah, my patron just made it for me a couple minutes ago. I mean, I
It was
got it from
awesome.
the compost box. I mean, it was just in the wheelbarrow. Sort of, yeah. We want to make it kind of half globe shape with it. Oh, she is building some landscaping.
Maybe?
Uh-huh.
Ha! Mom would hate to see me playing with dirt.
So maybe this will be good then. Well, you're not playing with it. You're working with it. So we'll validate your dad and then we'll undermine your mom. Because that's what that sounds like to me is your dad, yeah, seems fair what he said, and going, if we use a loophole in your mom's language, you're good to go. That is what I am hearing. It feels weird. Lots of dirt later. I read Lord of Dirt later. So that
We
sounded
still
like
have
more
grass
fun.
poking up, so that's clearly...
Oh, the whole thing she's making into a hill.
Wow.
Like the whole thing.
Whoa.
Aunt Mary always used to say, do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life, which can be a thing. Like, that's kind of fun, them trying to figure out the perspective on this hill.
Honestly, it's true, but this is also why in some cases, so a little bit of TMI, but some people also go, if you're extremely horny and you put that horniness into your work, you will really feel like you never work.
Yes.
Like, wow, I have been that person being like, dude, I am just on board today. This is what I am doing. This is where we are going. I'm going to work so well.
Basically, I'm just so horny for success kind of thing.
Yes, it's actually a way to sort of manipulate your energy. There actually was a discussion, or at least basically some information where they talked about actually a wrestler who used to just basically watch porn before he would go out and work, and fight on the mat, right? And go and actually wrestle. And he would never masturbate, never do anything. He would just sit there and watch porn, get himself super revved up.
And then he would go kick the other person's butt.
Murder people. It was amazing.
Thing is they talked about how psychologically and physiologically, basically the adrenaline and the testosterone in your system, the experience of getting super aroused and super basically like not finishing, just getting built up with nowhere to put the energy,
Right.
you then can take the energy and put it into anything you want. I've actually basically, like the way some people feel really successful when they have a crush.
Yes.
When they have a really fluttery crush and they just go, I'm thinking about this other person, but I'm getting all my work done. I'm getting everything done. I'm trying to get to the end of my day where I'll see this person. You're just putting all of your energy
Well, you
into other
see,
things.
I used to do that at work quite a lot, actually.
Oh, really?
I did, actually.
dear.
I had fabulous days sometimes where I would just be like, oh, yes, I've got this. I'm going to be doing all the things, and it was really awesome.
I see. Well,
Aha.
that's good. All right, let's see.
Wait, I'll never have to work if I do fun stuff all the time?
If things that other people consider to be work you have fun with, you won't work because for you it's not work.
Yes.
That's what I mean. What? No, it's,
That sounds awesome! I'm just going to do fun stuff then when I grow up.
perfect. And as long as you monetize that fun stuff, because we're in a capitalistic system, you will be golden. Or if you just inherit like I did, then you won't even have to think about any of it.
And then, you'll find yourself potentially also succumbing to a shit ton of stress in relation to going, look, it's not doing ROI stuff, which is return on investment for those of you who do
Yeah.
not know, and it can be really goddamn stressful, actually.
Okay, Lily, like what she said, I'm just going to do fun stuff. And Lily goes, no, don't just do fun stuff. She's literally not listening to what she said, or she's invalidating it. Because the thing is it is. Grow up and do fun stuff that brings in profit.
Yeah,
Like, that's it.
that's it.
It is. Yeah, I'm just going to do fun stuff all the time. Do you know what? People who were American gladiators did, presumably, fun stuff all the time.
Uh-huh.
And that was their job. But they weren't necessarily working. Now, a lot of them were working because they were professional athletes, which
Oh, yeah.
requires, care and thought and attention to your diet, et cetera, et cetera.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is like, I don't think she should be saying, no, it's not having fun.
No is actually a direct shutdown.
It is.
Which is-
What you said is wrong.
Yes.
And the thing is what she said was not wrong. It
No.
literally is just a rephrasing of what Lily's about to say here.
Yeah.
Of if you do something you like. I'm just going to have fun. That's her doing something she likes. No, if you do something you like, then it's not work. Like she's literally said, no, you're
yeah.
wrong. I'm going to re-say what you said.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
No, it means that if you do something you like to do, then it's not work. Exactly what I said?
So if I want to work and make money, I have to do stuff I hate?
No, because I just said that's not true either. Jeez, I hadn't realized this aphorism was so open to interpretation. I know, Lily. You know what? Talking to people you don't know and learning a language that makes sense between you can be challenging.
Hi.
Because this child is a whole entire person, and you, yourself, should, realize that. She's not a chore to overcome or an honor badge in trying to date Luke.
What's an aphrodisiac?
Okay, that doesn't sound like a 10-year-old at all.
This is why I said she sounds like she's about 3 to 4.
I can see maybe a 6-year-old making that, but not aphrodisiac. It's just like, okay, it would be more like a Justin Bieber moment of going, so you're not going to get the Sistine Chapel tattooed on your neck. So he goes, no, I don't plan on getting anything with the 16th Chapel. Like, what you hear nearby. But like, aphorism versus aphrodisiac, that's a really weird, like Sistine Chapel and 16th Chapel is much closer.
That one makes sense.
Like, aphorism versus aphrodisiac,
This
that
is
sounds
not
more
an
like a Robin Williams style joke.
I was about to say also in regards to that sounds like an extreme telephone game mistake.
Uh-huh.
Which if you guys don't know what the telephone game is, I command all of you to go play the telephone game immediately because it's so funny.
Except for don't, because you might, it involves mouths very close to ears.
Oh, well, if you have people you're living with,
Okay.
hey, you could potentially do it
Over
on
a real telephone.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Or you could do it over a real telephone, or you could do it on a Discord or a Skype call.
Oh, that could be kind of fun.
That could be hilarious.
That could be super funny. And you just mute everyone else, whisper to the person you're talking to, and then they do the same.
It'd be
That could
great.
Okay, anyway. What's an aphrodisiac? Let's just plant the followers now. You could just say an aphorism is.
Yes.
Like you clearly don't know how to handle children, and they keep affirming, I don't know how to handle children. I'm so great at handling children. Like this is so a mixed bag. I'm not sure what the writers are going for. Now it could be realistic to a person going, sometimes I handle things well and sometimes I'm crap, because people can have very uneven personalities.
Yes.
But as far as a story narrative, I don't know what they're going for.
Neither do I.
Plant
It's
the
fine
flowers,
today.
la 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 la. It is plant earth flowers. You're not going to put any of the stuff that's the monument stuff. Where's the thing, the object that goes in here that is from her? Also, we've multiplied our wheelbarrows.
Whoa, we did. So, where this is where the earth is gonna go?
This is going to be the earth, my dude. Yeah, we're going to plant grass for the land and hydrangeas for the water. Okay.
What color are the hydrangeas?
Hopefully blue. Blue, like water. Do you know there are not that many blue flowers that are not tropical? like especially really blue ones.
Like true blue plants are actually really uncommon.
They're pretty uncommon, and there are some tropical ones, but it's really rare. And then also most of them are more like periwinkle or like very pale.
I was going to say,
like,
a lot of them also to me read as purple.
Yeah, like I said, periwinkle is a purple blue.
Yeah, but basically, well, in that purple range, so I was going to say like they're weird. I was picking purple because that's more common.
Right.
Basically, so going like they're more in that purple range that can go from periwinkle to more that blueberry kind of purple. You know, where you're like, that is not blue.
Yeah, it's really not blue. It's blue with like it's purple with sort of like hints of or tones of blue. So I would want to find out if those guys actually have a true blue color available in them.
Honestly, I'm curious. Guess what I'm going to do? I have
Look
the
up
power
hydrangeas.
of hydrangeas.
Okay, what color is the grass?
Hang on, dear. Dear, really? Are you being sarcastic? Green? Like grass? Huh.
Oh my God. She really seems.
You sound like a 4-year-old. Like you really do sound like a 4-year-old kid.
Sure, I would call that blue.
But those are bush flower. So are we gonna plant big, tall bushes?
I guess
not little short to the ground flowers?
Like, they are blue, but those are some
But they are
big
bush
ass.
flowers.
Yeah, those are
like
some,
again, they're not just growing on a stalk on the ground.
No,
They're growing as a bush.
Yeah, that is a bush. That is a.
But yeah, no, you're right. There are some blue hydrangeas, but
Okay,
they
they're
can't
pretty.
just make a carpet on the ground. As
Yeah,
far
no,
as I know.
that's not gonna. That's not how that works.
So was that her just supposed to be like super disengaged, basically, of going, all right, and what's this thing and what's that thing?
Says I have to fucking walk the adult
And then
here
kind of
through
going,
this process.
oh, of course.
Right?
Maybe it's supposed to be that.
That
Right,
makes
kind.
sense.
Lots
I really hope that's not a thing
of
of going like,
flowers
we know what 10-year-olds
later.
act like, and they act apparently like they don't know.
Those are not
Not
hydrangeas.
hydrangeas.
Holy crap.
No, they are not. Anybody wants to see something hilarious? Go look up a real hydrangea bush, because
Those look a little more like maybe
They look like they're trying to fucking do like violas or like
grape
violets.
hyacinths. They look like grape hyacinths.
Grape hyacinths? All right,
Yes.
now I have to look that one up.
All right, look up grape hyacinths. Like also, that sod is amazingly fluffy. Like wow.
Wow, that is delicious looking. Actually, it's so when this looks neat.
Was
Was it grape what?
Grape hyacinth.
Hyacinth.
Yeah, and you helped.
Okay, I thought about it a lot, and here's what I think.
All right, go ahead.
Gardening is actually kind of fun.
Oh, well, that's good because we did a lot of. Well, I'm glad you like it.
Oh, I could see that.
See that? Grape hyacinths are great,
Oh, so they stand up a little bit more like lavender.
and they're just these tiny little stalks on the ground. They
Yeah.
just stick straight up. Yep.
Yeah.
Like that's what that looks like to me.
That would be way more like that. Holy.
They're not super blue. Like
No.
even the bluish ones are purpley, but they do have bluish colors.
Yeah, I'm like, they're close.
There's some that are bluish for sure.
Yeah, but I'm like,
All right.
All right.
Thanks for the update. I'll take the kind of fun over potential kidnapper. Wait,
Any
what?
day.
Over
What?
boring? Over what? What? How do you get potential kidnapper?
Was that from the very... Oh, is like Lily actually calling herself out from the very beginning where she just walked up to her and was like...
I could be a kidnapper?
Yeah,
or
I'm
maybe?
like, what?
Or you could be a kidnapper. Like she said that to her, didn't she? Like, I could just be like, I'm just a neighbor. Or you could be a kidnapper. That kind of
Right?
thing. All right. Over potential. So she's been upgraded to kind of fun.
I said gardening was fun.
Not you, Lily going, I need your personal approval of me, an adult. The child
also
does not need to approve of you. Hi there. Okay.
Please, stop treating the child...
From the mouths of babes, you have been
You literally
shat
just
on. It's
fucking said that to her face, by the way.
Place stanchions? What?
Stanchions?
Do I know what stanchions are?
It sounds like something you build. Let's find out what a stanchion is.
So we're gonna put a monument on here. So kind of.
Okay.
Okay. Now we're gonna set up stanchions.
What's a stanchion?
If you can say stanchion, you can also say metaphor. Oh, aphorism.
Oh.
Anyway, it's okay.
Those are stanchions?
Oh,
That's
it
a
is. It looks like a public garden then. Freaking hell.
Oh my god.
You know,
that's even more aggravating.
When you go to the movies and you have to wait in line to buy tickets?
No, Mom just buys tickets on her phone.
That sounds good.
That actually sounds pretty
Honestly,
reasonable.
that sounds like something that would also happen with, the boyfriend that I've been dating who seems more organized than me and is always on his phone and likes to get things done quickly and also show off with money. So if we did movies, he might have done them that way.
Right?
But that's okay. Okay, what about the amusement park? I could just show you. When you have to wait in line for a ride, we get the pass.
Dad hates lines, so we really don't go to the amusement parks.
And also, you're not tall enough for the roller coasters.
Hi.
Ha. Jeez. What about when you go to,
Carnival,
whatever
state fair,
the museum, and there's
yeah.
things cordoned off?
Have you ever been to a concert before?
You know
maybe
what?
Your dad seems like a concert type.
Have you ever waited in line really anywhere?
Football game,
Like I said,
baseball.
in line anywhere.
Right.
Where they had to make the lines out of something. All right.
Right?
Never mind. There are rope barriers to keep people from going places they're not supposed to, and to keep Roxy out of the flowers. I mean, people.
I accept that the dog is so much shorter than that.
The red carpet, yes.
Oh, like when famous people are in their fancy clothes and everyone's taking pictures of them.
What? That's really how you're going to describe that? Sure, let's go with that. Come on and give me a hand, because we need to build stanchions out of the matter in front of us by summoning it into a harder state of existence, and poof, stanchions!
Karen going, whoa, I cannot do that, dude.
Fuzzy.
Whoa.
Fuzzy Dr. Seuss ropes. Right, okay, those are cute. This looks way too much like this is
the contrast though is super high, like with the orange with the blue.
It's kind of fun.
It pops really well.
But this feels way more like a home garden.
Yes, that kind of does.
I mean, none of them feel like truly like a home garden, but that
Honestly,
one's less.
It's really fucking weird, but
less
that's okay.
business feeling, I guess. Very-erific.
What?
Puns, I love them. Sometimes when I finish a job, I kind of just.
Is this really like a weird level?
Your approval just as much as I want Luke's approval, because vicariously I'm treating you like him, where I've never wanted anybody else's approval this much. My good friend Regina's approval in the same way at all.
I feel like there's a weird level of like, I am suddenly realizing that I am out of touch with the youths and I have so much cringe. I'm like, this is so embarrassing. Like not embarrassing, but like frustrating.
Yeah.
Like I feel embarrassed for the writers. Like this just seems sort of aggravating, being like, kids totally fucking get puns. They might think that they're weird, but plenty of adults are like, especially because Lily doesn't seem to also respect Karen much at all.
Now
Part of
again-
me is kind of conflicted, going like, is she just supposed to be abused, or is she supposed to just shit on Karen?
Or just
What are we
be
doing
like,
here?
Is she really supposed to be tone deaf because she's been so sheltered, isolated, and abused? Or is she just tone deaf because sometimes funny plot? I just, for me, this really does feel like, though, I need your approval.
She has collapsed into herself. You betcha.
She is.
Say weird stuff.
And what the story narrative says to me, I know, in this moment is really like, since you are attached to Luke, and I need Luke's approval to validate me as a woman and thereby my value as a person, then I need you to, because without your approval and your value of me as a person, then I can't have his, so I need yours in the same way, which is an inappropriate, like, adult-child relationship, in my opinion.
Oh, God,
Children should not validate your self-worth based on their actions.
Yes, and
now,
also,
if you feel validated as a person by having a baby, then that's fine. Have that experience for yourself. The child's not doing that for you with their social skills and experience.
I was going to also say, in that way, too, though, that could end up being a really unbalanced relationship. Anyhow, because then you're basically going, am I dating both you and your dad?
Trying to get your approval and have you in a good emotional space with me at all times. I'm basically trying to cater to you and please you because of your dad. Like I said, it feels very not
uncomfortable.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah. We just say weird stuff sometimes.
Oh my God.
Alrighty, well, thank you so much for joining us. If you liked this video, or and you want to like, comment, or subscribe, we would appreciate that. If you're not a subscriber, we invite you to join us along here, because we post a lot of videos and we love to have people, getting thoughts, having reactions to them, everybody coming in and going, wow, I never saw it that way, or giving us other ideas and going, hey, what you said here's another way to think about it. It's super cool.
Right.
Also, if you want to support us more directly, you can check out our Ko-Fi and our Patreon, links below. We also have other forms of media that we do where we're kind of funny sometimes and occasionally opinionated. And in the meantime,
I have been Scandal.
and I have been Lies. And it was great playing with you. Bye!